This morning, before the noise of the world rushes in, before fear has a chance to speak, before doubt tries to take its seat in your heart, I invite you to stand in a holy moment and declare victory over your life today, not tomorrow, not when things look better, not when the situation changes, but right now, in this moment, while the sun is rising and heaven is listening. Because victory does not begin when circumstances change. Victory begins when faith speaks. Too many people wake up every morning already defeated. They rise from their beds carrying yesterday's burdens, last year's regrets, and lifelong disappointments. They let the past tell them who they are, and they let fear decide what is possible. But I want you to hear this clearly today. You were not created to live bowed down, broken, and bound. You were created to live free, restored, and victorious. And the same God who raised the dead, who parted the seas, who broke chains and silenced storms, is still moving this morning. There are people listening right now who have been fighting battles in silence. You smile in public, but you struggle in private. You pray, but you wonder if your prayers are being heard. You believe, but sometimes your faith feels tired. You've been waiting for a breakthrough in your health, your family, your finances, your calling, your peace of mind. And the enemy has whispered lies into your heart, telling you that nothing will ever change, that this is how your story ends. But that voice is not from God. God did not bring you this far to abandon you now. He did not wake you up this morning to leave you defeated. If you have breath in your lungs, there is still purpose in your life. If your heart is still beating, God is not finished with you yet. This morning is not ordinary. This is a divine appointment. Heaven has leaned in, and God is inviting you to open your mouth and declare what He has already promised. There is power in declaration. Life and death are in the tongue. What you speak over your life matters. When fear speaks, faith must answer. When darkness tries to settle in, light must be declared. When the enemy says you are done, you must stand and say, "No, my God is not finished." You don't declare victory because you feel strong. You declare victory because God is faithful. You don't declare victory because the battle is easy. You declare victory because the battle belongs to the Lord. Some of you have been praying timid prayers, quiet prayers, safe prayers, but today God is calling you to bold prayer, a prayer that says, "Lord, I trust you even when I don't understand." A prayer that says, "I believe you are greater than what I see." A prayer that declares, "I may be surrounded, but I am not defeated." This is not the time to whisper faith. This is the time to declare it. This morning we declare victory over fear that has paralyzed decision-making, fear that has kept dreams locked away, fear that has convinced you to settle for less than God's best. We declare that fear has no authority over your mind, no control over your future, and no place in your heart. Perfect love casts out fear, and the love of God is being poured over you right now. We declare victory over anxiety that steals sleep and robs peace. That constant worrying, that racing mind, that heaviness you wake up with, it does not define you. God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. This morning, peace is not something you chase. It is something you receive. Let the peace of God settle your spirit. Let it guard your heart and mind. We declare victory over sickness and weakness. The body may be tired, but God is still the healer. The diagnosis may have a name, but it does not have the final word. There is healing power in the presence of God. Even now, strength is being renewed. Hope is being restored. Faith is rising where despair once lived. We declare victory over financial struggle, over lack, debt, and constant stress. God is not limited by numbers or systems. He is the provider who makes a way where there seems to be no way. This morning, we trust Him not just for survival, but for provision with purpose. We declare wisdom, opportunity, favor, and open doors. We declare victory over broken relationships, over families divided, hearts wounded, and love strained. God is a restorer. He specializes in mending what seems beyond repair. Forgiveness is being released. Healing conversations are coming. Hearts are being softened. What the enemy tried to destroy, God is redeeming. We declare victory over sin and shame, over guilt that keeps reminding you of who you used to be. You are not your past. You are not your worst mistake. Grace is greater. Mercy is new this morning. You are forgiven, restored, and made new. Walk in that freedom. There are people listening who feel stuck, like they are in between promises. You've prayed, you've believed, but you're still waiting. Waiting can be painful. Waiting can test faith, but waiting is not wasted when God is involved. What feels like delay is often preparation. What feels like silence is often shaping. God is working even when you cannot see it. This morning prayer is not just words, it is alignment. Alignment with God's truth instead of fear's lies. Alignment with heaven's perspective instead of human limitation. When you align your heart with God, victory is not a possibility, it is a promise. So right now, wherever you are, lift your heart to God and declare it. Say it with faith, even if your voice trembles. Declare that your life is in God's hands. Declare that your steps are ordered. Declare that your future is secure. Declare that breakthrough is coming. Declare that joy will return. Declare that strength is rising. Declare that hope is alive. Do not wait for the storm to stop before you praise. Praise in the storm. Do not wait for the door to open before you believe. Believe, and the door will open. Faith is not denying reality. Faith is trusting God beyond reality. This morning, heaven is responding to faith. Angels move at the sound of God's word declared. Chains break when truth is spoken. Darkness flees when light is invited. You may not feel it instantly, but something is shifting. Something is changing. Something is breaking loose in the spiritual realm that will soon be visible in the natural. God is calling you to walk differently today, to think differently, to speak differently, to stop agreeing with defeat and start agreeing with victory. You don't walk into this day alone. You walk with the God who goes before you, stands beside you, and lives within you. Whatever you face today, face it knowing you are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are not defeated. You are a child of God, and victory belongs to Him. And if victory belongs to Him, then victory belongs to you. So this morning, we don't beg for victory. We declare it. We don't hope vaguely. We believe boldly. We don't shrink back. We step forward. Today is a new day. Old things are passing away. New strength is rising. New mercy is flowing. New doors are opening. And as this day unfolds, may your life echo this truth again and again. God is with me, God is for me, and victory is already at work in my life. And as this day continues to unfold, let your heart remain open, because God is still speaking long after the prayer has been spoken. Many people think victory is a single moment, but victory is often a journey of daily surrender. It is choosing faith again and again when feelings fluctuate. It is standing on truth even when emotions try to pull you away. And this morning, God is strengthening your resolve to keep walking, to keep trusting, to keep believing. Some of you have grown weary in well-doing. You've done the right thing for a long time, yet the reward seems delayed. You've prayed for years, served faithfully, loved sacrificially, and still the breakthrough hasn't fully arrived. But hear this, weariness does not cancel promise. Delay does not mean denial. God's timing is never late, and His purpose is never rushed. Even now, He is teaching you perseverance, deepening your faith, and preparing you to carry what you have been praying for. There is a refining that happens in the waiting. Faith matures when it is tested. Trust deepens when answers don't come immediately. And though you may not understand the process, God understands the outcome. He sees the end from the beginning, and what He is building in you will sustain the victory when it arrives. Temporary relief is not God's goal. Lasting transformation is. This morning, declare victory not only over visible struggles, but over hidden battles, over thoughts no one hears, over temptations no one sees, over discouragement that creeps in quietly. God knows every corner of your heart, and He is not ashamed of your struggle. He meets you in it. His grace is sufficient, and His strength is made perfect in weakness. When you feel weak, you are not disqualified. You are positioned. Because when human strength runs out, divine strength steps in. And some of the greatest victories come not when we feel strong, but when we fully rely on God. This is why today's declaration matters. It shifts dependence from self to God. It moves trust from ability to faithfulness. Let your words today agree with heaven. When frustration tries to speak, respond with faith. When disappointment knocks, answer with hope. When the enemy reminds you of your past, remind him of God's promises. You are not fighting for victory, you are standing in it. What Christ has done is enough. What God has spoken will come to pass. There are doors that will open suddenly, conversations that will change directions, opportunities that will appear unexpectedly, strength that will come at just the right moment. Do not underestimate what God can do in a single day when your heart is aligned with Him. This is why the morning matters. This is why declaring victory early changes everything. As you go through today, walk with awareness. God is near. He is involved. He is intentional. Nothing is random when you place your life in His hands. Even challenges become tools. Even opposition becomes a setup. Even delays become divine. Keep declaring victory when things look the same. Keep praying when answers seem slow. Keep trusting when the path is unclear. Faith is not about having all the information. It is about knowing the one who does. And the one who holds your future is faithful beyond measure. Let gratitude rise alongside expectation. Thank God not only for what He has done, but for what He is about to do. Praise prepares the ground for breakthrough. Worship clears the atmosphere for God's presence. A thankful heart keeps faith alive. This morning, you are not just surviving, you are overcoming. You are not just hoping, you are believing. You are not just speaking words, you are aligning with eternal truth. And as the hours pass, may your confidence remain steady, your peace remain guarded, and your faith remain anchored. Because God is still moving, He is still working, He is still faithful. And this declaration you have made today is echoing far beyond what you can see, shaping moments, opening paths, and preparing victories that will reveal themselves step by step, moment by moment, as you continue to walk forward in trust, obedience, and unwavering faith. God is calling you to walk differently today, to think differently, to speak differently, to stop agreeing with defeat and start agreeing with victory. You don't walk into this day alone. You walk with the God who goes before you, stands beside you, and lives within you. Whatever you face today, face it knowing you are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are not defeated. You are a child of God, and victory belongs to Him. And if victory belongs to Him, then victory belongs to you. So this morning, we don't beg for victory. We declare it. We don't hope vaguely. We believe boldly. We don't shrink back. We step forward. Today is a new day. Old things are passing away. New strength is rising. New mercy is flowing. New doors are opening. And as this day unfolds, may your life echo this truth again and again. God is with me, God is for me, and victory is already at work in my life. And now, as we come to the close of this moment together, hear this with every fiber of your being. Victory is not a distant dream. It is your inheritance. The battles you face today, the storms you are in, the mountains that seem impossible to climb, they are already under the authority of the one who holds your life in His hands. You do not have to fight in fear. You do not have to struggle in despair. The God of heaven is your defender, your provider, your healer, and your guide. So rise up with boldness. Speak life over every area of your existence. Declare victory over fear, over doubt, over lack, over sickness, over brokenness, and over every enemy that dares to oppose you. Let your words align with heaven, and let your faith move mountains. Remember, your breakthrough is not dependent on the strength of your hands, but on the faithfulness of God. Today, do not wait for circumstances to change before you praise, before you trust, before you declare. Let your declaration of victory be louder than the voice of defeat. Let your confidence in God be stronger than the opposition around you. Let your life be a testimony that no weapon formed against you can prosper, for the Lord who fights for you has already won. Walk forward in faith, knowing this morning that every promise of God spoken over your life is yes and amen. Stand firm, speak boldly, and live victoriously. The battle may rage, but victory is yours, because God is with you, God is for you, and nothing can ever separate you from His power, His favor, and His love. Today is your day to rise, to shine, and to declare, I am victorious, I am blessed, and I will overcome. God is calling you to walk differently today, to think differently, to speak differently, to stop agreeing with defeat and start agreeing with victory. You don't walk into this day alone. You walk with the God who goes before you, stands beside you, and lives within you. Whatever you face today, face it knowing you are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are not defeated. You are a child of God, and victory belongs to Him. And if victory belongs to Him, then victory belongs to you. So this morning, we don't beg for victory. We declare it. We don't hope vaguely. We believe boldly. We don't shrink back. We step forward. Today is a new day. Old things are passing away. New strength is rising. New mercy is flowing. New doors are opening. And as this day unfolds, may your life echo this truth again and again. God is with me. God is for me. And victory is already at work in my life. And as you step into this day, carry this truth with you. The victory you declare is not only for today, but it shapes every tomorrow. Every choice, every word, every step you take in faith becomes a building block for a life of triumph. The enemy may still try to whisper lies, but your voice must be louder, declaring God's promises over your life, over your home, over your family, over your future. Do not allow past failures, past pain, or past disappointments to dictate your destiny. What has held you back before has no power over what God is releasing now. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Every closed door is making way for an open door. Every delay is preparing the ground for breakthrough. Remember, victory is not passive. It is active. It is a daily choice to trust when it is hard, to praise when it is quiet, to pray when it is lonely, and to speak life when darkness surrounds. Stand firm in your declaration. Stand firm in your faith. Stand firm in the knowledge that the God who has carried you this far is the same God who will bring you all the way through. Today, let your life be a living testimony of victory. Let your words echo heaven's truth. Let your heart remain steadfast, your spirit remain unshaken, and your faith remain unbroken. Because when you declare victory over your life, you are not only claiming God's promises, you are stepping into a destiny that is unstoppable, unshakable, and undeniable. Rise up with confidence, speak boldly with authority, walk forward with courage, and never forget the same God who breathed life into creation, who calmed storms, who raised the dead, and who parted seas is the God who goes before you today. He is with you, He is for you, and your victory is already secured. Stand tall, speak boldly, live victoriously. Your breakthrough is here, your miracle is coming, and today you can boldly declare nothing, no one, and no circumstance can stop what God has already set in motion in your life. God is calling you to walk differently today, to think differently, to speak differently, to stop agreeing with defeat and start agreeing with victory. You don't walk into this day alone. You walk with a God who goes before you, stands beside you, and lives within you. Whatever you face today, face it knowing you are not powerless. You are not forgotten. You are not defeated. You are a child of God, and victory belongs to Him. And if victory belongs to Him, then victory belongs to you. So this morning, we don't beg for victory. We declare it. We don't hope vaguely. We believe boldly. We don't shrink back. We step forward. Today is a new day. Old things are passing away. New strength is rising. New mercy is flowing. New doors are opening. And as this day unfolds, may your life echo this truth again and again. God is with me. God is for me. And victory is already at work in my life.